In the early days of March 1943, as the Pacific War raged with unrelenting ferocity, the Battle of the Bismarck Sea unfolded as a defining moment that fused breathtaking innovation with the harrowing moral complexities of total war. Picture the scene. A Japanese convoy, 8 transports and 4 destroyers strong, slicing through the waves, carrying over 7,000 soldiers tasked with reinforcing Japan's faltering grip on New Guinea. Their mission was critical to bolster the defenses of a crumbling empire in the Southwest Pacific. But as dawn broke on March 3rd, the skies roared with the engines of the U.S. 5th Air Force, led by the visionary General George C. Kenney and their Australian allies, poised to unleash a revolutionary form of warfare that would shatter the convoy and rewrite the rules of naval combat. At the heart of this audacious assault were the B-25 Mitchell bombers, transformed by the ingenuity of Major Paul Pappy Gunn into flying gunships bristling with 8 forward-firing .50 caliber machine guns. These weren't the sluggish bombers of old. They were predators of the sky, diving low to execute skip bombing, a daring tactic where bombs skipped across the water like stones, slamming into the hulls of Japanese ships with devastating precision. Australian Bristol Beaufort fighters joined the fray, their aggressive strafing runs tearing through anti-aircraft defenses as the sea erupted in chaos. Over 3 brutal days, the Allied forces obliterated the convoy, sinking every transport and most of the destroyers, leaving Japan's hopes of reinforcing New Guinea in ruins. This was no mere victory, it was a strategic earthquake that crippled Japan's logistical lifeline, forcing them to abandon large-scale sea convoys and rely on vulnerable submarines and barges, hastening the collapse of their New Guinea campaign. By September 1943, the battle's tactical brilliance lay in its defiance of Japan's outdated Kantai-Kessen doctrine, which clung to the idea of decisive fleet battles, only to be outmaneuvered by the Allies' mastery of land-based air power. Yet, as the smoke cleared and the sea grew still, a darker chapter unfolded. General Kenney issued a chilling order. No survivors were to be spared. Allied pilots, many hardened by years of war, strafed Japanese soldiers clinging to life in the water, turning the Bismarck Sea into a grim tableau of slaughter. This ruthless directive, born of military necessity and perhaps vengeance, left a stain on the victory. As pilots grappled with the moral weight of their actions, some justifying it as war's brutal demand, others haunted by the faces of the helpless below. Major Gunn himself, driven by the personal anguish of his family trapped behind Japanese lines in the Philippines, poured his grief and rage into the modifications that made this victory possible, a reminder that war's innovations often carry a deeply human pulse. The battle's legacy is as complex as its execution. It reshaped naval air combat, proving that air superiority could dominate the seas, and its lessons echoed in military doctrine for decades, influencing everything from aircraft design to tactical training. More profoundly, the atrocities committed in the aftermath spurred post-war reflection, contributing to the 1949 Geneva Conventions, which explicitly protected shipwrecked personnel, a direct response to the horrors witnessed here. The psychological toll on the Allied pilots lingered long after the war, a testament to the enduring scars of carrying out orders that blurred the line between duty and inhumanity. The Battle of the Bismarck Sea stands as a paradox, a triumph of human ingenuity that turned the tide of the Pacific War, yet a sobering reminder of the ethical quagmire that total war creates. It was a moment when the Allies' adaptability and technological prowess outmatched a rigid enemy, but at the cost of moral compromises that continue to challenge our understanding of warfare. The sea, once a battleground, became a mirror reflecting both the heights of human achievement and the depths of its consequences, a story of victory and tragedy that resonates as a cautionary tale. In its wake, the battle not only shifted the momentum of the Pacific War but also forced humanity to confront the delicate balance between survival and morality, innovation and destruction, leaving an indelible mark on history that reminds us, in war, every triumph comes with a shadow.